Hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of Lake Michigan Monster. Let's do it. Lake Michigan Monster is an adventure comedy fantasy from co-writer and director Ryland Brickson Cole Tews and Arrow Video. The film stars Ryland Brickson Cole Tews, Erick West, Beulah Peters, Daniel Long, and Wayne Tews. An eccentric ship captain and crew of specialists plot revenge against the most mysterious creature of the deep, the Lake Michigan Monster. First off, I'd just like to say a quick thank you to the good people at Arrow Video Channel and my friends at the Toronto After Dark Film Festival for hooking up this screener. If you're interested in checking out this movie, they are going to be hosting a virtual premiere this Friday, so if you want to check that out, stick around to the end of the video. I'll have details on how you can do that, and I'll put a link in the description below. So I read the synopsis for the movie and kind of went, nah. And then I watched the trailer and I kind of went, yeah. And then I watched the movie, and admittedly at first it was not working for me. I got 10 or 15 minutes in, I saw what they were going for, and I wasn't digging it. Then all of a sudden it just kind of clicked for me. And yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. It is absolutely ridiculous in a wonderful way. It's delightfully silly, it's super lo-fi, and it's definitely a love letter to like 1950s monster B movies. And to me, it feels like this movie was written by the Mr. Show guys, Bob Odenkirk and David Cross, starring an unholy amalgam of Conan O'Brien and Tom Green, probably inspired by the classic Chris Elliott vehicle Cabin Boy, or at least I think it's a classic, and featuring some visual effects montages that scream Terry Gilliam's animations for Monty Python. It also comes across as a home movie that you would make with your friends, assuming that your friends are really funny people. The acting is ridiculous, the plot is ridiculous, the VFX are ridiculous, the dialogue is ridiculous, it's all ridiculous. And that's exactly what I loved about it. The movie revels in the silly, and I appreciated that very much. I also really dug some of the character names, and this is kind of where my Mr. Show thing comes into play, because that show always played with silly character names. We have Sean Shaughnessy, which in and of itself is not a particularly funny name, but the fact that Captain Seafield refers to him as Sean Shaughnessy and not just Sean or Shaughnessy every single time, it gets funnier and funnier each time. And then we have Nedge Pepsi, whose full name is revealed to be Nedgecroft Pepsi Jr., which is amazing. She's also a sonar individual. A joke that didn't land for me at first, but again, every time it gets repeated, it just keeps getting funnier. Because she's not a sonar expert, she's not a sonar technician, she's a sonar individual. And again, the visual effects in this movie are so silly, I could not look away. There is a moment involving the captain and some ghosts that was so Monty Python, I was almost crying laughing. The film also uses a grainy footage filter to make it look like it's taking place in the old times. Think Robert Eggers' The Lighthouse, despite the fact that we see the captain on a very modern cruise ship passing contemporary Milwaukee. If I had any criticisms, the main one would be, while I loved Captain Seafield, the final act does separate him from his team, and I found I was kind of missing them because they were such characters. And the third act does slow down a little bit, but still remains quite funny. Honestly, I had so much fun with this movie once I got on board with what it was actually going for. And while I do think that its incredibly stylized presentation will divide audiences, some people will just not be on board with it, I totally recommend it for those who know what they're getting into and think it might be up their alley. Now, like I mentioned, if you want to see this movie, Arrow Video Channel and Toronto After Dark Film Festival are running a virtual premiere this Friday, July 31st. It'll be hosted by Milwaukee Film. It'll include the movie itself and an exclusive Q&A with the filmmakers and the cast. I'll put a link to this at the very top of the description box below, and the movie will also start streaming on Arrow this August, and it'll be coming to Blu-ray and DVD a little bit later on. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna give Lake Michigan Monster, and I think I'm gonna give Lake Michigan Monster a out of 10. So now I want to know, are you looking forward to Lake Michigan Monster? What is one of the silliest comedies you've ever seen in your life? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Hope you guys are all safe and healthy. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.